Joba me McVia Natalie Wansel. Dokumenci me Makavi Nana Prace. In 1992, at the age of 3, I was adopted by a wonderful American family. They always told me about my adoption, and they tried to give me as much information as they could. Unfortunately, due to the times and poor translations, a lot of details were missed. We don't necessarily know what my heritage consists of. We don't know why my birth mom decided to put me up for adoption, and ultimately where I come from. I do have a birth certificate, and we know that the birth mother's name is accurate on there, but the biological father, his name was made up. So in 2018, I decided that I would try my hand at DNA testing. You always hear the success stories, and I was wanting to be one of them. I did find out that I was 100% Georgian, but it didn't answer the questions that I had. There were no close relatives found in the DNA matches, and I felt like I was starting back from square one. A few years later, I did get a message from a half-sister who now lives in Canada, and she said that she has been on the journey of finding our birth father. In the summer of 2023, I found a Facebook page called Russian Adoptees. I decided to essentially write a plea for help, asking for answers or clues. And what I got was a comment from a woman who said, "You need to check out this Facebook group. It's based out of Georgia, called VEDZA, meaning I'm searching for." I decided to then check out that Facebook page and see what it was all about. I posted the few little bits of information I had and just said that any clues would be greatly appreciated. The next morning, I wake up to a lot of comments, and most of which were saying congratulations. I didn't know why yet, so quickly I'm scrolling to the top of the threads, and I see a comment from Ia saying, "Message me, your mother has been found." Immediately I reached out to her. Ia and a couple other women helped me get in contact with my biological mother, and finally I started to get some answers. She told me she was a young single mother, and due to the social stigmas of the time, that she had to travel from Georgia to Moscow to give birth to me. While she was giving birth, she was sedated, and when she woke back up, she asked the medical staff if she could hold me. The medical staff then informed her that I was far too sick and I was unable to be moved. Immediately after, they hand her paperwork saying that I was in the hospital's care now and she can go. She frantically asked anyone she could that worked at the hospital for information, and nobody would say a word to her. They were all sworn to secrecy. She had to leave the hospital alone. It took 33 years for my birth mother to get the peace of knowing that I grew up happy and healthy. I will be the first to admit that I am very, very fortunate, but for many that's just not the case. I encourage you all to DNA test. Tamuna and her team that run VedSeb are not only helping people around the world, but also bringing to light the black market adoption trade that very few know about. There truly is strength in numbers.